What's up guys, Trizzle Trey with TrizzTech&Electronix. In today's video, I'm going to bring you guys my full review of Hard Candy Case's ShockDrop case for the Samsung Galaxy S4. Now, this is a two-part case, but it's a little bit different than most two-part cases we've covered here on the channel before. It has a very tough outer silicone shell, and it has a polycarbonate and screen protector frame that snaps over your device, and then that goes into the silicone outer shell, which we'll show you a little bit more when we install it into this case. It's definitely very unique looking, and we're going to kick this off as we always do with case reviews here on the TTandE channel. We're just going around the outside of it, checking out general aesthetics and whatnot. As you can see here, both the volume rocker and sleep wake and power are raised up silicone buttons. And if we move it up over to the top, as you see, it has flaps to cover your 3.5mm headphone jack and secondary microphone ports, as well as the IR blaster port too is also a open-ended flap. Now, if we flip it upside down, you also have flaps on the bottom for your micro USB charging port and primary microphone. As you see, it does have holes through it, so you can use the microphone while the flaps are closed. On the back, you have your speaker cutouts, and then up at the top, you have a cutout for your 13-megapixel shooter and LED flash. So let's go ahead and take this thing apart. I'm going to do all of this while opening this up and then reinstalling the phone into this case in 2.5 times the normal speed that I did this in. Because this case is so tough and it is so hard to get in, I figured I would speed it up so I wouldn't bore you guys watching me take it apart and put it together. But as you can see here, you just slide the device into that polycarbonate frame with the screen protector in it. And then you slide the polycarbonate frame into the silicone outer shell, and it is definitely a chore to do so. You have to make sure that all these flaps are up over and that each one of these has a little slot in the polycarbonate shell itself that the outer shell snaps into. I know it's confusing, but as you can see here, you have to inch by inch down the sides and corners to make sure that it all snaps into its respective ports and whatnot. It is definitely not an easy task to get it together, but once it is, it does come out looking pretty sharp. As you see here in my hand, it does look pretty good. It's definitely added quite a bit of bulk, but it still does look pretty good. As we said here, you do have your raised silicone buttons for your volume rockers, you can see here, as well as with your sleep, wake, and power button. I will tell you that they are all very, very reactive, and as you can see on screen now, I'm hitting the sleep, wake, and power button, and it's popping up just fine. Very reactive, very easy, lots of tactile feedback. Now on the top, you have your cutout for your 3.5mm headphone jack and secondary microphone, just like that with the little flaps. Same thing with your IR blaster as well. If we flip it upside down, you have the cutout for your micro USB charging port and primary microphone. And as I said, you can see there's a hole through the flap so that you can still use the microphone when the case is closed. And as you can see here, it has a huge recessed front for some lay on the table, the most immense amount of lay on the table I've ever seen on a case before. On the back, you have a very nice cutout for your 13-megapixel shooter and LED flash. The case really does give it like a little tire track sort of look. You have this really cool cutout for your speaker, and you have some Hard Candy Cases branding down at the bottom of the back. Now panning in from the left, as you can see here, it does add a lot of bulk. It's pretty large in my hand. It adds width, height, everything, but I will tell you that it serves up a lot of protection. If you drop this thing, your phone is going to be fine. There's so much protection on each corner. It's amazing. Most corner drops are what break screens, especially on Galaxy S4s, and this thing is not going to allow that to happen. It is a lot, and I say a lot of protection. Now, I don't know, I don't really like this case too much. I think it serves a very good thing for some people. I think that some people will really love this case, and I do recommend it to that person that's out and on the go all the time, out in the mountains, hiking, biking, or you work construction or something. This is definitely a case that I would highly recommend, but on the everyday use, I just don't see a purpose for it in my daily life. It's just too big. Now leave a comment in the comment section below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What do you think about tough cases? And what do you think about this case? All pricing and availability will be in the description below, and leave a comment, let me know what you think about this or how you feel about tough cases. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. Peace.